outshine the master. Judgment. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please and impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power.
That doesn't make sense because
they'll eventually stop teaching you. That's the problem. Like once you gain all the knowledge you need from them, crushed.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, according to I can already tell that's what this fucking book's gonna end up saying. Like,
Yeah.
Well, if they're your superior and you're trying to make your way farther ahead, like it doesn't help
once you become
to make them like
them.
Yeah, but it doesn't make. Are we talking from a financial aspect or like just like from a mental aspect?
I mean,
no, it's probably the talents that you are putting forth. So then after we get to the law, then it's got what, this keys of power, which is an explanation for how to utilize this law, you think?
Hopefully.
All right, let's hear it, man.
Keys to power. Everyone has I can't do the whole thing.
No, do it in a regular voice. Just do it in a regular voice.
Yeah, dude, but have some fun with
for
it.
4,000 years.
Yeah, right. Join the dots.
Back in the day.
To power.
I'll do those like that, but then they'll read normally.
To power. Keys to power.
Keys to power.
Everyone has insecurities. When you show yourself in the world and display your talents, you naturally stir up all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity.
Yeah.
This is to be expected. You cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feeling of others. I hate it when they like fucking dash the word. And it's like half the word here and the other half over there.
Because
like, I know they have to do it because of how it would look on the page otherwise, but it does throw me off sometimes. It's like, oh, feeling of others. Everybody, we clearly don't have that many keys to power over here. We're like, keys to being terrible at stuff over here. Anyway, let me do old man stuff. All right.
Where was I?
All right. With those above you, however, you must take a different approach. When it comes to power, outshining the master is perhaps the worst mistake of all. Do not fool yourself into thinking that life has changed much since the days of Louis the 14th.
Yes.
The B-I-I-I.
X149er. And the Medicis, right?
What's a Medicis?
It's an Italian guy.
Medici's.
Medici, I think.
Medici.
Is it Medici? M-E-D-I-C-I-S.
The Medicis.
Roast me in the chat if I fucked it up.
The Medicis.
Because I do this practically all day long at my job.
Hey,
so.
listen, if you're breaking your spaghetti, we're not going to be happy with you. Nor impressed if you don't salt your butter.
Alright. Guy. Dude, that's just regular shit.
This is regular.
That's not even Italians getting mad. It's like, how much time we're gonna waste boiling the water? Put some fucking salt in it already. What the fuck? They want to feel secure in their positions, superior to those around them in intelligence, wit, and charm. Honestly, all people want to do is they strive for middle management. And then once they get there, they covet the little bit of power they've gotten, and they just lord it over people. Let them lord it and laugh at them behind their backs. Make fun of them behind their backs too. Oh, that's a good time. Make nicknames up for them.
You should be expanding your power. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're contending? People are content to get to middle management and stay there where they should continue.
Well, people fucking love that shit. Once they get to lord over like a 5-person crew, they're just like, yes, finally the power. I have all the power. And they just can't handle it. Most people can't handle a little bit of power. It just goes.
Can't handle power.
And then this is what they're talking. This is exactly who they're talking about here. It's like, don't outshine the master if your master is a fragile little bitch. But if your master is confident in his position and place in the world, then usually they're a good master. Also,
I don't know.
Master
I never had to kiss ass. I always did a good job.
Well,
I never felt intimidated by my bosses or the owners because I was always doing what I needed to do, so I've never...
Well, I see a guy like this at my job where you can tell, like, everything kind of gets fucked up down the chain because they hire people
well,
that
shit
are
rolls
less...
downhill.
He hires people lesser than him.
Of course.
So it's like, okay, you want a manager in there that's bad at management because
you're a bad man.
You're bad at like, nobody, once they get power, nobody wants to
You're all
lose
ants
power.
and I will crush you.
Well, then nobody wants to lose power. It's like when governments get to a certain level of power, they no longer are helping the people. They're protecting themselves and their own power against the people.
Oh, you mean what's going on right now?
Yeah. The law involves two rules
I don't
that
mean
you
y'all.
must realize.
The Master.
First, you can inadvertently
Right.
First, you can inadvertently outshine a master simply by being yourself.
Smile.
There are masters who are more insecure than others, monstrously insecure. You may naturally outshine them by your charm and grace. If you cannot help being charming, you must learn to avoid such monsters of vanity or find a way to mute your good qualities. Second, never imagine that because the master loves you, you can do anything you want. Entire books could be written about favorites who fell out of favor by taking their status for granted or for daring to outshine. Knowing the dangers of outshining your master, you can turn this law into your advantage. First, you must flatter and puff up your master. Give him a fucking fluff job before fucking...
Apparently.
I'm just not a kiss it.
Let me fluff you up before you go home to the wife.
Wow, you're moving up that ladder.
Yeah, dude,
100%. I've got multiple promotions.
Dude,
okay?
he knows what's up. Is this your first time reading this book?
I wrote this book. Well, these are my old little excerpts, though.
Yeah.
The whole fluff your master before he goes home to the wife is my addition. Overt flattery can be effective, but has its limits. It is too direct and obvious. And every once in a while, when the wrong light comes in, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. Like, oh, but I lose myself in the book. Oh, I become Machiavellian.
Yeah, when it goes to that red, everything goes...
Yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like... for me, it's blue, I think. It is too direct and obvious and looks bad to other courtiers. Discreet flattery is much more powerful. If you are... Oh, watch out, pup. If you make him appear more intelligent than you are, act naive. Make it seem that you need his expertise. Commit harmless mistakes that will not hurt you in the long run, but it will give you a chance to ask for his help. Masters adore such requests.
Yeah,
I fucking love that shit. A master who cannot bestow you with such gifts of his experience may direct rancor, and ill will at you instead. Is that where they get rancor? The rancor?
No, it's rancor.
Oh, rancor. Well, I saw rancor because.
Yeah, I know. That is
There's a magic card called rancor.
This is Star Wars. It's probably.
Yeah.
Imagine they did a.
Exactly. Probably
magic
they were just like, dude, that word is gnarly.
If your ideas are more creative than your master's, ascribe them to him. In as public a manner as possible, make it clear that your advice is merely an echo of his advice. If you are naturally more sociable and generous than your master, be careful not to be the cloud that blocks his radiance from others. He must appear as the sun around which everyone revolves, radiating power and brilliance, the center of attention. That had called for it, the way that was like rising up.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta blow this guy for sure.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking yeah.
It checks out either way.
It's suckdiculous. You know what I'm saying? Alright.
Beneathless.
If you are naturally more sociable and generous than your master, be careful not to be the... Oh, I already did this whole paragraph.
Just get lost.
You did like a half a sentence. I'm like a full paragraph.
Shout out
like,
Basement Boys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Start clapping our fucking bellies. No. Oh, we gotta resist. As fun as it is. And I can't because I got a blistered belly. It's like, I've been doing it too much, practicing. In all of these cases, it is not a weakness. In all these cases, it is not a weakness to disguise your strengths if in the end they lead to power. By letting others outshine you, you remain in control instead of being a victim of their insecurity. This will all come in handy the day you decide to rise above your inferior status. If you can make your master shine even more in the eyes of others, then you are a godsend and you will be instantly promoted.
Whoa.
Image, you're getting your dick sucked, and then the master walks in. Be like, sorry, boss. Come here and I'll suck your dick while I'm getting
word for word in the book.
Okay. For real though, this is how it is. Don't worry about my excerpts. Image. The stars in the sky. There can never be one sun at a time. Never obscure the sunlight or rival the sun's brilliance. Rather than fade into the sky and find ways to heighten the master's star's intensity. Authority. Avoid outshining the master. All superiority is odious. Nice, I nailed that. By the superiority of his subject over his prince is not only stupid, it is fatal. This lesson, man, it's red, so like it is. Some of the colors really just goes away completely.
So maybe next time we should just use a solid light.
Nah, I like it. It's fun. It's challenging. It's like a whole challenge.
Yeah, right.
And I look cool. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at my knees.
Yeah.
I have the same problem I was having. It doesn't even make a difference. So I can't get out of here, dude.
It's just my knees. La la la.
Alright, sorry.
Where are we at?
The lesson that the stars in the sky teach us, they may be related to the sun and just as brilliant, but they never appear in her company. Baluster 1601 to 1658.
If you enjoy content like this, well, I'll tell you what. You're just going to want to follow us on YouTube, Patreon, and Rumble.